Now, with all the infantry out of the way, sorry, the artillery out of the way, or at least those that were behind gabions, he seems to have decided he's going to rejig his line. I don't quite know exactly what he's intending doing, whether it's going to be an attack or not, so I thought I'd better bring you into the game here now, just so you can have a look for yourself. You can see the number of hits that I put in against that artillery that was there, by the way. That was the second gabion position. The artillery that he sent beyond the town, they got broken to pieces, so we haven't incurred any more casualties, by the way, either from his artillery. It was just from that first lot of artillery where he knocked out about 20 of my men. So I'm currently firing at anything that I can reach, because everything seems to be out of reach until I move again. They're light chasseurs, so let's have a go at those. They're a good unit that he's got, so if I can cause damage to that, it's definitely worthwhile doing. Next thing I want, of course, is to take out his cavalry. It'd be nice not to have those in the game anymore. Not too worried about blowing up buildings now either, so I might even bring in my my normal artillery that can fire ball. Yeah, he's going out of range now, isn't he? So looks like he's reforming himself a little bit further back now. He no longer needs to defend the artillery positions. But let's have a look, see if these are in range. Quite a lot of troops all together here that might present a good target to me. You can see my rangefinder here, the red line. So it's looking like he's keeping very cleverly just outside the reach of that. I've already had to move forward quite a lot, as you can see. So let's see what have we got here. Fusiliers of the line, can't reach yet. See, he's forming up. It looks like almost in a semicircle, almost outside, just outside my line, isn't it? He knows exactly what he's doing, doesn't he? So, okay, it looks like I'm going to have to reform my line, bring it all a little bit further forward, so that I can hit some of his troops with my unicorns again. Now we're formed a little bit closer. I'll just take you down his line, and you can see who I've decided to fire at. I'm only right on the edge of my range, by the way. There's his horse guards. I do need to start taking those out. Along here we've got mainly his citizenry, but there's the Polish Legion mixed up amongst them, and foot fusiliers of the line. The lighter sort of pinkish coloured ones are the citizenry. You can see who I'm aiming for. There's 77 out of 90 of them left. That's the grenadiers of the line. Looks like we've hit some of these as well, the armed citizenry at 112. Doesn't really matter if I break the morale of those and they leave the battlefield, because I mean, it would be nice to gain chevrons for my troops by killing those, but they'll die anyway. When we take their town, they'll all disappear. They'll all become citizens again, presumably. But anyway, so you can easily see who I'm targeting from all the craters that are left around the place. You look look along here, you can see all the rest of his troops of the line. These are the more fusiliers of the line. I do believe he has some more guards. These artillery don't seem to be able to find themselves in a position where they can fire. So although it says firing on there, they can't actually fire at the moment, or they won't. The AI doesn't tend to fire through his own men, whereas my artillery will do, I'm afraid. So we've got here armed citizenry. Oh, he's got some over that side as well. And then over here we've got chasseurs et cheval. All my foot can form square, so I'm really not too worried now about any cavalry attacks. But it will take a while. I've been playing the game for about an hour and a half now, by the way, so you'll be very pleased, I'm sure. I've spared you from watching 9 videos so far of simply pounding him with my artillery, even though it is fun to watch the artillery fire. I wonder if an insert will work on the artillery or look anything like good. Let's have a look at them. Yes. No, it's not very good, is it really? We seem to be looking out from the back of the oh, right, I don't know what I was looking out from then, but we seem to be looking at our own cavalry there from the back of the artillery, which isn't going to be much fun for anybody to watch, I'm afraid. So he's flashing up there as well. I presume that means he's simply taking casualties. So let's go and have a look and see how well we're doing at that before I carry on battering him and then come back into the game later. 75 out of 90 of his grenadiers of the line that have been hit. Look at my artillery. I've got 4 chevrons on one, 3 on the other, and of course my other artillery I'm still keeping well out of the way, because I don't seem to be able to hit anything without firing through my own men, or bringing my artillery forward into the line, which I don't think is a wise thing. I think that it might cause him to come and attack me. Okay, it might be his cavalry that come and attack me, which is fair enough, so maybe I could put up my cavalry as bait, but I think at the moment I'm far better off just shelling him from a distance and breaking him to pieces. Here we are back in the game. I'm just going to show you the damage, or some of the damage. This is the unit we've been firing at, 38 out of 90. If you remember before, he had armed citizenry on either side of him. He's now brought up this unit of grenadiers as well, presumably in replacement for one of the artillery units that ran off the field. I really don't know. So he's suffered a bit of hit on there as well, 84 out of 90. These are getting quite low now, 38 out of 90. These are the ones that were stood to the side of this unit before they came in. They've got 109 out of 120, and over here 83 out of 120. So if you look around, you know, you can see all the shell holes around there. A lot of these are from when the artillery was there as well, but they are all firing at I should say, at this grenadier unit here. Just reinforce that. There we go. I've used 2 of my targeted fire shots for each of the artillery now as well. I thought I might as well use them. They've got to be used at some point in the game, and to hit grenadiers of the line sounds like a good time to use them. I'm sparing one just in case he does come to attack me, so I can get some decent fire before he goes in. But at the moment he seems content to stand back and form his defensive line alongside the armed citizenry. This doesn't always happen. If this was an open battle, if they weren't defending a fortress, well, not a fortress, a town rather, if I hadn't have got into this, or rather attacked the town, if I'd have gone on the side and attacked the army, this would have been very different. He'd have come flying at me, I'm sure, by now. So it does look like the AI is forcing him into maintaining a defensive position there. So I don't think I should complain about that. It's working in my favour at the moment. So what have we got there now? 72 in there now, and 38 in there. Seem to be hitting more of those that we're not firing at than those really at the moment, but anyhow, that's what this game is going to be all about throughout the day. I'm going to be stopping it, speeding it up at times, go and make myself a cup of tea during the times when it's stopped, just watching closely when I've speeded it up, just to make sure no cavalry come rushing around the sides or whatever, and this is going to be, I don't know, probably a few hours today, I would think, to get this one resolved. But if it destroys an army completely and I lose little or nothing, then, well, okay, I've lost 20 men, but I mean no units, then I think it has to be worth doing in the end, doesn't it? So, how many we get there? Well, you can see the second and perhaps the last lot of grenadiers of the line now leaving the field, battered by my artillery. That's 13 out of 90 left in that one there. So I don't know which target we're going to pick next. So it's probably those Fusiliers that came on, I would have thought. They look quite nice, don't they? I think they're out of... yes, they are out of range because it went red, didn't it? So looks like it's going to be the Fusiliers of the line next. Let's see who else is in range, though, just in case we can hit somebody else. What are these here? Fusiliers of the line. Fusiliers of the line. Chasseurs. It would be nice to hit those, actually, because they're the next best troops that he's got. Can we just... yes, let's go for these, and then we can also at the same time hopefully get a bit of a spin-off against that cavalry. Oh, hang on a minute. No, we can't hit it with the other ones, so let's hit these. Okay, so Fusiliers of the line with one of them and the Chasseurs with the other. That seems to be the best way to do it, doesn't it? Let's go and have a look, see what we've got here now. Where are they? Okay. Hey, hang on a minute. How have I lost those? I've lost 3 men on my gun. I hadn't even noticed I'd done that. I wonder who fired at me. For me to lose 3. Are these? Is this unit actually firing? Let's have a look at it. Hang on a minute. I'm clicking on the top map, by the way, if you want to know what's going on. Let's have a look. He does have some artillery here, but it hasn't actually been firing, I don't think. No, it's not firing. Maybe I lost them a while ago. I just didn't notice. Oh, well, we seem to have enough to be able to fire all the guns anyway, that's the thing. What have we got now? Yeah, 3 out of 3 guns still firing, so that's good news, isn't it? Let's have another look over here. They're armed citizenry. 55 out of 120 left, and they're still standing. I mean, what kind of morale have these guys got? It's just ridiculous, isn't it, really? Absolutely ridiculous. That's that Polish Legion. I think I'll be moving a bit forward soon and see if I can hit the Polish Legion as well, won't I? But, yeah, we'll keep going at those. Let's have a look, see if we've hit any of those chasseurs yet. Oh, 73 out of 90. Already got a hit on them, so that's nice to see, isn't it? Okay, you can imagine, I don't know how long it's been now, an hour and a half, something like that. But keep you posted if anything exciting happens.